lot of good things are going on all over the country. A lot of good things are going on in Chicago. A lot of good things certainly have been going on in Washington, District of Columbia. I just got off the airplane because we got into the airport, but we didn't have a gate, and so we had to wait a little bit. Plus, in the last few days, the weather's been a little bad. You know how it is when it rains a lot. And if it's not raining in one place, oftentimes it's raining in another place. But we did pass the defense bill today. And I voted in favor of it. Oftentimes, I voted against defense appropriations. But you know, after listening and listening, the reality is, and the realities are, that although I think it's too much money that we're spending and that we talk about spending for defense, you really can't live without it. You got to pay for the Army, you got to pay for the Navy, you got to pay to protect yourself, you got to pay for missile systems, and so you got to pay for the soldiers, you got to pay for the veterans. Anything that you've got to pay for it. And so I went ahead and voted for the defense appropriation bill this afternoon. Caller, you're on the air, so go right ahead.
Yeah, how you doing, Connie Davis?
James, I'm doing good. I've missed you. How have you been?
Okay. Now, like I'm saying, everybody needs God in their life because this is too much and still getting outrageous. I'm not gonna say nothing no more because God got the last word. It's still getting out of hand. I don't know what to say no more, Connie Davis. Everybody needs God to get on their knees to pray to God because it's too much. It's
Well,
ridiculous.
you know, there are some people who don't believe in God. Some people don't believe that there is a God. And there are those individuals who don't. I happen to agree with you. I do believe in God, and I do believe that God's got the whole world in his hands. And in the end, but God also will do some things, and he looks upon the rest of us to do others. And so there becomes a combination of effort. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got me and you brothers. And there are things that me and you brothers have to do if we want to help make the world become the world that we want it to be. So have a good evening, James. It's a pleasure. And of course, if I've got some other callers who want to break in here, you can. As I've said, I hope that I don't have to be late much more. But you never can tell. So we do the best we can. Of course, we're generally in Washington 4 days a week, and we're kind of here half a day a week, and especially when we're doing appropriations, we are there most of the time. So caller, go right ahead.
Good evening, Dr. David, U.S. Representative 7th District. I want to ask this question. When are we going to get Donald Trump?
Did I lose you? Well, there are a lot of conversations taking on place, and you can always call right back. But I kind of got the gist of your question. Go right ahead.
Good evening, Congressman, and welcome back to Chicago.
Thank you very much.
Good to have you home. Say, I got a couple questions. One, my girlfriend was just telling me about something that she heard about my dad Muhammad passing. I know you're always on the show.
Yeah, I was saddened to hear that Munir had passed away. And, you know, I just talked to Munir last week, and we had talked about coming on the show and doing something. But I guess we always say we never know, and that's why I say, my daddy used to tell us, live as though you are to die tomorrow, but prepare as if you're going to live 1,000 years. Meaning do all the good that you can. for as
Yes,
long
sir.
as you can, for all of the people that you can, and then you can go ahead and say at the end, well done. So,
Yes, sir.
we miss Munir. I extend condolences to his family, and I trust that he will rest in peace.
Yes, sir. So my other question, the Space Force, is that actually going to be another branch of the arm of the military? Was that part of your appropriations uh, meeting today?
Well, first of all, let me just say that this was the House, and whatever we have agreed to, the Senate, and generally if we don't agree to the same thing, then there is a conference and we kind of work out differences. And so it's difficult to say if there would be another addition or another branch or any additions, but at least it's being talked about right now. I think that's the most that one could actually bank on, that there are things that are being talked about, and we'll have to wait and see if they really happen. Let's try to get this other call in. Caller, are you there?
Hey, Dr. Davis, I try to be quick. When are we going to finally get Donald Trump's tax return? It's for many different reasons why we want to see him. One, the man in the past, he was making like $68 million from his companies. And plus the fact the president is not supposed to profit in terms of being the president. Now, the man, the president, when he makes something like $450,000 a year, I don't think he's living off his presidential salary. When are we going to get his tax returns?
Well, let me just tell you, from everything that I've heard, from all of the meetings that I've been in, from all of the advice that we've gotten from experts, it's probably going to be a good little while. It's probably going to be a long time. Nobody kind of expects it to happen fairly soon. I'm sure that the president will resist, and there will be suits and countersuits, and judges will have to make decisions and determinations. Ultimately, the Supreme Court will probably have it. So it's going to be a while. I don't look for it to happen soon. All right, thank you very much. Let's take this call. Caller, are you there?
Yes, Congressman, and it's a great day to be on God's green earth. Listen, what you and James are talking about, I used to work in the hospital. I've seen many bad people come in, and they'll know when something's going bad, they do two things. Oh, God, oh, Mama, help me, please. Every time. Oh, God, and oh, Mama, help me. Listen, let me get out there so I can hear your response. And
You're
thanks for
saying
taking
in
the
a
call.
moment of crisis, those who sometimes say they don't believe, they call on something at that moment, and the best thing they can think of to call on is, "Oh Lord, my God." And I agree with you. I've got a song that I really like that says, "Oh Lord, my God, when I in awesome wonder consider all the world thy hands have made. I see the stars, I hear the rolling thunder, thy power throughout the universe displayed. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art, and I still believe." Well, thank you all. I apologize for being late, but it was the best that I could do today. We'll see you next week, and I hope to be on time. Have a good one, and I'll see you then. And look forward to Gator Bradley coming right up.